inside the actual blueprint of a 2.4 million plastic surgery practice. If you want to see exactly what a 2.4 million plastic surgery practice does to fill its calendar, not theory, an actual blueprint, this is worth your next 10 minutes. A 2.4 million plastic surgery practice's marketing is built on a completely different foundation than a smaller clinic's. The old model of referral reliance is failing. Patients now use dozens of digital channels to make their choice. If you're still on the old model, you're paying an average of $610 for every new patient. Worse, most practices chase impressions, a vanity metric that keeps agencies happy but doesn't grow revenue. We'll dismantle the broken agency model and show you the system that builds permanent income-producing assets. So where's all that marketing money actually going? It's lost in the fundamental misunderstanding of what patients need. First, the math is broken. It costs 5 to 7 times more to acquire a new patient than to keep one, yet 80% of budgets chase the new. Second, agencies sell surgery like soda, manufacturing desire, but patients need trust, not an advertisement. Clinics misdiagnose the problem. It's not awareness, it's conversion. Pouring ad money on a foundation without trust just speeds up failure. High revenue practices fix this with a full funnel system. It isn't about shouting louder, it's about guiding the patient at every single step. The takeaway is clear. The fragmented impression-based approach is economically broken. What does the new system actually look like? The engine of this modern system isn't ads, it's authority. This is built methodically through content marketing, a strategy to own your audience's attention. The data is undeniable. Content marketing costs 62% less than old methods, and it generates 3 times as many qualified leads for the practice. Here's the difference. An ad vanishes when you stop paying. A blog or a video is a digital asset that works for you 24/7 for years to come. A practice that started building these assets 6 months ago has an advantage that a new competitor simply cannot buy. This compounding is the moat. This sounds powerful, but creating high authority content consistently is a massive operational lift. So how do elite practices scale this engine? The answer is the second pillar of this modern acquisition system. This is where we introduce a powerful force multiplier: applied technology. Top tier practices are layering artificial intelligence and predictive analytics over their content engine. This is a practical tool for pure efficiency. First, AI-driven marketing directly slashes acquisition costs, showing an average reduction of 30% compared to old methods. Next, predictive analytics replaces guesswork. It forecasts demand, identifies seasonal trends, and allocates budget for maximum impact. Most powerfully, it finds and targets high lifetime value patients, ending the cycle of spending money on low margin procedures. So you have a content engine building trust and an AI layer making it ruthlessly efficient. This combination creates a predictable growth machine. We just asked how to scale content creation. This is how. AI-powered systems can distribute procedure-specific content across hundreds of sites simultaneously. The immediate objection is that this level of technology seems out of reach for a private practice. That used to be true, it's not anymore. The reality is the opposite. Owning this AI and content infrastructure is now cheaper than renting an agency's fragmented services. It's buying versus renting. How much cheaper? Practices with these systems often eliminate 60 to 80% of their traditional agency spending, reallocating that budget into an asset. Eliminating costs is one thing, but what is the actual return on building this asset? What does the P&L look like 18 to 24 months from now? The projected return on investment is staggering. For practices at the 200,000K plus monthly revenue mark, the return is between 180 and 320% in 2 years. Let's connect the dots. You cut up to 80% of agency fees, as we just saw, and reinvest a part of that into an asset delivering up to 320% return on investment. Remember how the old model fails on trust? This system solves it. Each content asset is another brick in your wall of authority, building trust that converts. This is the blueprint, a compounding content agent scaled by an owned AI infrastructure, creating lower cost, higher return on investment, and a permanent competitive shield. Ultimately, every practice owner faces a choice. Do you continue to rent attention month to month, or do you start investing in assets that you own forever? The move from a marketing expense to a capital investment is the single biggest strategic shift a private practice can make. It is about control. The system you begin building today becomes an insurmountable barrier to your competition tomorrow. The compounding is the advantage. It is the final goal. AI is already deciding which practices patients find and which ones quietly disappear. You're only seeing part of the picture. Click the next video and discover what practices are still missing.